the recording. Okay, and I'm going to show my screen.
I can see your screen.
You can?
Yeah.
Currently, only staff members can participate in the conference call. Okay. I'm probably going to introduce you pretty quickly too, okay?
Okay. I'll be
Just to let people know you're there.
Okay.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, hello. This is Todd Spears. I know at the bottom of your screen it probably says John Limbacher. He's graciously allowed me to use his GoToWebinar session today. Some of you may or may not know John. John's a great longtime SEO friend of mine. I did a webinar with him a couple of months back where he revealed some pretty cool stuff, and he's also into some of that crowd searching stuff. So I want to make sure that everybody can hear me out there. Give me a little comment, please. One, if you can hear me. Hello, Todd. Let me know where you're from. There's some ones coming through. All right, cool. It sounds like I'm sounding pretty good. I want to introduce you guys to my lead developer on PbnX. I went ahead and brought him live for this webinar as well so that you guys can sort of get to know him a little bit. And his name is Branko. Branko, can you say hello?
Hello, guys.
All right, I can hear you good. Everybody else hear Branko pretty good? We got a New Zealander right on. Hey, it's Graham. All right. Okay, everybody can hear us both. Very cool. Nice to see you, Scott. Yeah, so from time to time, if I get too dumbfounded with some of your deep technical questions, then we will obviously just refer to Branko here about those. I don't think that's going to happen, but hey, you never know. All right, some Londoners staying up late. Great, love it. Branko, what time is it over there for you?
Oh, it's 12 a.m.
12 a.m., midnight owl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, got that. Okay, we've about 4 minutes in here. I'm kind of waiting for a couple of more, maybe some more people to show up, and hopefully don't want to miss anybody. I kind of want to get a survey of the guys on the call right now. Like, you know, I know some of you may be here just because, you know, you might have bought Spider Spanker from me, that, or one of my other plugins in the past that, you know, someone told you to go get, or maybe you heard from me. But I kind of want to get a gauge of between a range of 1 to 10, 1 being you have no idea who I am, you just bought one of my softwares, to a 10 being, you know, I've chatted with you, either in one of the support desks or on Facebook or something like that. So you guys, okay, we've got some, we got some 10, good, 9, 7, 5, here's a 1. Okay, well, I hope to change that, Fabio. Get to know each other. 6 to 7, Spider Spanker. Okay, yeah, I've been in OMG a lot. I see another 1, Manny. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yes, some of you may have came from the webinar on Sunday where I didn't know I was actually going to be doing a demo of this software, and I know it was rushed and hurried and everything, but yeah, we did we did review some of the tools. So we're going to do a lot of that again today. Go over some of these tools that I showed some of you guys on Sunday. Okay, good. Well, it looks like it's most of you guys kind of know me. So if you know me or you've heard me speak or anything like that, then you probably hey Shannon, nice to see you, bud. Maybe you know me, then you probably know you've probably been working in SEO and ranking sites and generating leads or generating affiliate profits. And so you know something about building private blog networks. And private blog networks is something that I've been doing for the last, well, 2003 was when I first got into it. So I always have to do the math on it. Where are we at now? 12 years ago. And I also am the guy that started the whole SEO hosting trend. It didn't really become popular until HostGator bought the domain SEO hosting in 2007, and they came alive around 2008, 2009. But yeah, so I was pretty alone there for a while in that whole space, building blogs and building software, building I've always been building software that mass produces blogs and mass produces content, mass produce rankings, mass produce traffic and those kinds of things. So I don't know how far most of you go back, but I've been doing this type of thing for quite a while, and I've always been a software developer. I actually have a degree in computer science and came out of college as a programmer. So I worked 1 year in corporate America as a coder, and then this was in 1995. I worked for about a year and a half in the industry, and then one day just decided that, hey, this just corporate environment and it just kind of wasn't for me. I just thought I had bigger plans. And in 1996, the AOL was carpet bombing the world with CDs, and obviously I had one. And if you're old enough, I think everybody, or most people on this call at one point or another used dial-up connection. So that's when I started, and then I just got this feeling that there was just a whole lot going to be going on the interwebs someday. And so I told them one day to take this job and shove it. I didn't really know what I was about to get myself into, but I just had a feeling there was something out there on them interwebs. And that's how I started selling products online. The first things I ever sold was modems. And then I started selling some info products. I got into hosting in about 1998. Data centers, had a giant lead company that I sold to a bank in 2003. And then that's when I took a little bit time off and got into, more SEO stuff. I got introduced to Jeff Johnson back in '04. Was one of my mentors in the very beginning. I joined one of his mastermind groups and started learning some of the things that he was teaching. He was killing it at the time, ranking Amazon affiliate products, selling big screen TVs and things like that. Then I also met up with another guy by the name of Keith Baxter, and I went to one of his masterminds down in Houston, Texas, and it happened to be Keith Baxter and Ryan Dice, of all people, were the two presenters at a mastermind. And I had been studying SEO probably for about 9 months prior to that event. And I probably had more questions than answers, but I can be such a mad scientist sometimes that I thought I stumbled onto several things and started putting all these things together, and then started looking at their software and building my own software, and then came up with SEO hosting, and I was telling Ryan and Keith all of these things at the event, and so we kind of formed a little partnership there and started doing some of our own masterminds, the three of us, the next couple of times. So that was fun. Learned a lot from those guys. Keith Baxter, if any of you guys know him, he's a mad scientist as well. He does a lot of things. If you ever get a chance or any email ever comes across your desk, he's not a very big promoter. He's kind of an underground kind of guy. But if you ever get a chance to work with Keith Baxter, I would highly recommend it. I would also highly recommend that if you ever see anything come across your desk from John Limbacher, he's very knowledgeable, been in this business a long time. There's a lot of guys in this business now who just got into the business, and they sell a lot of products and services. But I think experience matters. I think experience means a lot. And so that, I guess I'm just trying to give you a little bit of background for those of you that don't know me, and a little bit more background on some of you that do know me. And the point I kind of want to make is over the last 10 years is I've made a lot of software. I've made a lot of tools. I've done a lot of mass production of a lot of different things. And I'm all about finding something that works and then scaling it up to massive profits. And by that I mean building software that helps me do all the things that I need to do so that I don't have to spend thousands of dollars hiring other people to do them for me, or taking a lot of time myself doing them. So that's kind of where we're leading up to now. I started making tools a long time ago, and over the last many years, they've sort of gotten spread apart and on different sites and things of this nature. And a couple of years ago, about 2.5 years ago, I decided to make a replacement to Register Compass and actually interact with all of these services, like Moz was the big one in the beginning. Majestic, I think, has kind of taken their thunder here lately. That's what we use mostly now. And building tools that allow us to find these domains that allow us to get great rankings. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to show you today. Is over the last, I started it over 2 years ago. The guy that originally worked with me, absolute genius, but he had a lot of he was the vice president of a software development company, and he couldn't spend enough time with me in order to get the product finished. So 6 months later, 9 months later, I told him, hey, you know what, we're just going to have to do something else because you're not getting this done. And then, a couple of other programmers later, it still wasn't quite the way I wanted it. They did some work on it, didn't quite make it work out. And then last year, I believe it might have been around July, I met Branko. And we got to talking, and I felt real good about him. And he also had some more guys that he knew that really knew their stuff and really knew what they were doing. And so we all kind of got together and decided that, hey, let's give this thing a go. And we did some part-time stuff for a little while, and I was extremely impressed with their work ethic and how quickly they could, make my ideas work. And so that's where the team came from. So for the last 9 months, I would say, we, in the first couple of months, actually, we integrated all of my existing tools, improved upon them, and put them into what we now call PbnXpress. And over the last 6 months, probably, we just continuously adding more and more cool tools to it so that we can, stop paying paying monthly fees to other services, that we can just tap into some of their APIs. We use a lot of scraping and a lot of proxies, and we were able to develop a lot of really cool tools that we put all under one roof. So, so just to let you guys know that this piece of software is, obviously headed by me, and Branko and his team are very good at taking my thoughts and my ideas and scrambling them together and coming out with something that's usually pretty cool. If not, we tend to fix it. Now we've been fine-tuning this guy over the last couple of months, and I'm the biggest, it's not ready yet, because of course I as a programmer and a technical guy, I see things left and right that I would like to see differently. And so I'm probably the reason why this wasn't presented 2 months ago, because I just kept being very anal, if you want to call it that, about all the details of it. So anyway, I've made a decision a couple of weeks ago that, look, you know what, it's good enough. It's never going to be perfect. Software never is perfect. Talk to your laptop, right? It's never going to be perfect. I know it's never going to be perfect, but we're going to continuously work on it every single day to improve it, add more tools, and make it the best we possibly can. So with that being said, that's kind of the introduction I wanted to give you guys about where I've been, where I'm at now, and what I'm about to show you. So I wanted to kind of start off here and say, I want you guys to tell me now. I wanted some of you guys to tell me now what are some of the tools out there. I'm sorry, I was reading some of you guys' questions, and some of them are pretty funny. I wanted to know, what are some of the tools that you guys use that you currently pay money for in order to help your SEO business grow? Just fire away, and I probably know most of the ones you guys are going to talk out. Moz, yeah, that's a big one. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Because SEO is about data, right? SEO is about, how do I make this bigger? Thought I knew, view. Maybe I can't make it bigger. Is there a zoom? Yeah. Anyway, it's too simple for me. I can't figure it out. But I hope you guys can see that. So there's got to be a way to make it bigger, though. Yeah, Ahrefs is another good one. I see Majestic, Rank Trackers. What else? Reg Compass, SM Rush. Yep, know that one. That's a good one over there. Oh, Bright Local. Now that's something put down here because that's something that we're looking at right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say White Spark. All right. Yeah, I've been looking at that recently. MicroMasters, yep. SERPT is another one. Yeah, this is similar to that. Market Samurai, yep, good one. FCS Networker. Yeah, that is another tool that I've been seeing quite a bit about. Something to download, archive.org. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about there. I've dabbled in that a little bit, and it's quite a challenge to get that to look good again. Someone's telling me White Spark is very different than Bright Local. Okay, I'll buy that. I'm not big yet on the citation end of things. Okay, but it's something that we are definitely going to be looking very heavily into in the future because I know it's important. Backup Buddy, yeah, Backup Buddy, that's another backup tool. Oops, Backup Baddie. Yeah, so the point is that WooRank, that's another good one, Grant. All these tools, cost you money, and if you add them up, it comes to be quite expensive. I know, many times here I still do pay for some of these tools because our tool doesn't do every single thing under the sun that we have to have, although we are, doing the best we can at implementing everything out there. But right now, most of the tools that you guys are mentioning, I've written the ones down here at the bottom are some of the ones. Microsite Masters, we got that one covered. Okay, and there's some more stuff in here we're going to go into. I don't know if you guys are into domain crawlers. Yeah, it's not the money, it's the time. That's absolutely right. As I mentioned before, you're either paying a VA thousands of dollars to do it, or you're doing it all yourself, and then having the tiles. And it's also about, in my opinion, the knowledge that you either see or you don't see. WP Scan, I got that one. OMG Command Center. I know what that is. I've seen a little bit about that. It's kind of funny since, that's probably going to be the elephant in the room is the OMG Command Center. Yeah, I'm going to get to the stuff in just a second, Chris. I just have to make a couple points first. OMG Command Center is definitely a great tool. Colin's definitely a great guy. I don't necessarily have it, but I've seen a few demos on it. And yeah, it's kind of funny that I didn't know he was coming out with that, and he didn't know I was coming out with mine. I was actually going to present mine to Greg and Mike in November at OMG Live, and the week that conference was happening, I saw the post, and I was like, oh no, wow, that looks really familiar. That looks really similar. And I made a quick video for Greg and Mike, and I said, hey, look, I just noticed that OMG, this SERP thing came out in the group, and wow, I was about to, show you guys my tool at the event in Nashville, but I wanted to just make you this video, and I want to show you what I already have done, so that you won't think that, so no one would think that, oh, I just copied this guy. They're similar, I won't lie, they're very similar. We do a lot of the same things, but I had no idea he was developing his. I know that he did a beta launch, someone told me, back last year in March, never saw it, I never knew anything about it, never knew anybody had the same idea, but hey, it happens. and we happen to be, releasing kind of at the same time. So yeah, I'm not going to say I have nothing negative to say about OMG Command Center nor Colin. Both stand-up products, and Colin's a stand-up guy. My product is going to be similar but different. It's going to be up to your preferences and what you value here or there more or less. Okay, so with that being said, I wanted to show you guys these. Make sure we're all on the same page about what we're going to be talking about. And what we're talking about is replacing these fees. Okay, we're kind of doing a legal group buy of all of these technologies and putting them all together under one roof, and hopefully we can get things done better, faster, cheaper. That's my motto on just about everything I try to do in software, is to be better, faster, and cheaper than what we're currently doing. So that's what I look at trying to do. So we're going to try and show you how to replace all of these things. And we've got some. We definitely want to add in all of your feedback, in the future, and we're definitely going to be working on this product. Like I said, I've got 4 full-time coders, including myself, makes 5 that are working on this tool every day. So, okay, I'm going to close that down now, and I want to show you this page right here, back up here at the top. We're going to see this page in a minute, but so these, my mouse is, so these are some of the tools that we just talked about and all of their fees. And if you add all of these things up, you're looking at over $1,000 a month. So yeah, it gets expensive. I know a lot of you guys probably don't have all of these at the same time, but if you've been doing this long enough, you've probably accumulated at least 500 or more a month. Can I get some hell yeahs or some hell no's to that statement? All right, yeah, amen, brother. 500 easy, hell yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know, it does get expensive. And I've been there. And then you get these tools and you're like, gosh, I wish it did this or I wish it did that. To me, I did, and especially being a programmer, I'm like, gosh, that's so unintuitive. Why can't we do this or that? So this is the whole point of what I've got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in now and just get started and start talking about this stuff. One thing I don't want to do is run down the page, boring you to death. Yeah, 700 a month, 300 a month. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying. So I'm definitely been there. So all right, so this is what it looks like when we first log in here. We have a dashboard, and if you notice, when I first logged in, the first thing I see is my rank tracking. So if you're going to have multiple sites in right here, you automatically see either green arrows or red arrows. Green arrows are going to make you happy. Red arrows are going to make you sad, and you're going to want to know what's going on there. But the 2 most important things, in my opinion, that you need to know when you're doing SEO is where you're ranking and how are all your sites doing. How do your metrics look? Are your metrics going up? Are their metrics going down? Is everything up? Is everything running good? Things like that. So when you first log in here, the first thing you're going to see is your rankings and your metrics on your domains in your private blog networks and in your money sites. So to me, you can also turn certain areas off and on if you like. So these aren't mandatory. You can turn them off and on. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. All right. So in the dashboard, we also have these widgets, and these widgets are just like quick one-hitters. Like if you want to just jump in here and put in a keyword real quick and see where I rank, I can just real quickly pop that in, and then I can see automatically, okay, position 5 for hosting, and then, okay, that's fine. It's a real quick hit. All these tools right here are. This one over here is a domain sleuth. I won't do it here. I'll go over to it in here in just a second later on. This is what we use to search all of the auctions for all of the domains that are available that we could either buy at auction and register. We also have a long tail keyword suggestion engine right here. It's based off the keywordtool.io API. So this is a really cool tool to be able to get, all of the keywords that are typed into the suggestion box. And I'll show you some more of that when we go into the keyword research tools. We also, and this is really cool, is we actually have the Google's Developer AdWords API key. And I'm pretty proud of that because that was not easy to get. That was not easy to get at all. And I was able to convince Google people that were emailing me back and forth that we were worthy. So if we go ahead and just put in iPhones, we can either get suggestions. I can type in a lot of keywords here, and I can analyze them according to Google's metrics, cost per click, and search volume, or I can get suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and just get some suggestions, and you'll see that you can compare this. You can go straight into the keyword planner and compare it pretty quick. Sometimes it's not as quick, but I can do that, and I can also export these keywords to CSV or Excel or copy them if I want to, and I can search and sort. So this is a good, wow, look at that cost per click and that competition. Swipe for phone. Oh, that's a new app called the Lazy Swipe. I have that. Wow, look at that search volume, look at that cost per click, and look at the competition. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one right there. You guys, I'm gonna go after that one. It's cool. Yeah, right there, score. Swipe for the phone. It's called Lazy Swipe, actually. That's a good question, Manny. Is this exact match only? Branko, we're going to have to look into that and add that feature where we can select broad, exact, or what's that other one? I think there's 3 of them. So we'll look into that. And, yeah, phrase. Thank you. Yeah, we need to add that in here, and we will. That's a good catch. We just got this keyword planner in here. Branko, when did we get this in? Last week? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is real new.
Really new.
Another thing I want to show you is these widgets right here. If you just want to go and hit something real quick, like a lot of people, I get a lot of feedback on, is it indexed by Google? Bam. Pop in your list. You can do a big list, scan for more domains. So you can put in, anything you want here as a big, like if you just have a list of PBNs, you can just quickly scan them, and obviously just tells you status is yes or not. We're going to try and add indexed pages here. Right now, if you see the number of indexed pages anywhere on our tool, it's coming from Moz, because we try not to hammer Google too much. We already hammering them pretty hard for data, so we have to be careful. We don't want to hammer Google for data that we can get somewhere else, right? We want to save hammering Google for data we can't get anywhere else. Does that make sense? So because I've noticed that Moz sometimes doesn't show the correct number of index pages. But I've had that request to put in index pages right here. So Branko, you think we could add some Moz data to this?
Yeah, of course. And the Moz index pages, they're actually index pages on Moz and not on Google. It will show the crawl pages of Moz crawler.
Oh, so it's definitely just coming from the Moz crawler data and not.
Yeah.
You're not getting
We can extract the Google index pages as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to be careful we don't hammer those guys too much and get in any kind of trouble. Domain social reach. That's pretty much just your average, not average, but your normal metrics. Please enter some domains. What happened there? Marco. Okay, we'll have that fixed up right away. I'm not sure why that doesn't work right now, but it works on.
Yeah, try adding 2. Try adding 2 of them.
2 of them. Yeah, wants 2. Yeah. So, yeah, for some reason didn't like 1, but didn't mind 2. So you can see metrics right here. Like if you want to check a quick check on your domain or competition. So we can generate a quick Moz report right here if we want to. This will go in and pull out a lot of different metrics regarding that domain, and it gives us Moz and Majestic information. These are just kind of quick hits, just to do some quick checks, right away. Boom, boom, boom. We can switch over to Majestic, get trust flow, citation flow, backlinks, IPs, tropical trust flow. This tells you the number of backlinks that they think are coming in and meaning in this category. So the dashboard has a lot of quick hitting things. Just you log in, hey, check this out, check that out. There's some tools right here. But the meat of the matter is actually over here on the left. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down here and show this domain crawler off first. You guys want to see the domain crawler? I'm going to go do that first because I'm really digging this tool right here. Now, I don't know if you guys have purchased domains from certain domain brokers out there. I know there's quite a few of them, TB Solutions, SEM Impact, blah, 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 blah. I won't name off all the ones I know, but you guys probably know what I mean, where you go out and buy these pre-bought domains that have, pretty good metrics, and they're cheaper than auctions at sometimes. I mean, you have to be careful. You don't know what the name is until after you buy it. I'm sure all of you have heard of that. Well, what they're doing, in case some of you don't know, is they're basically just crawling high authority sites like Wikipedia, high content, high authority sites, and pulling back all of the domains on those sites and then checking if they're available or not. And if they're available, then we check their metrics. So that's what we've done here. I ran this, and you guys are going to be able to use this. You're going to be able to go out and input some seed lists. We're working on some seed list scrapers because the seed lists are the most important thing, right? What are you going to crawl that what hasn't already been crawled a million times? So that's kind of the I don't want to say the difficult part about it, because it seems like I put in the same URL all the time and I always come up with some pretty good metrics. But what we've done right now is I was looking at Alexa the other day, actually like maybe 2 days ago, maybe even yesterday. I think Branko added this yesterday, as a matter of fact. But what you can do, and we're still going to add some more. Oh wow, this is already different. Okay, so you can go into Alexa's site and pull out, like, let's say science. Okay, and we're going to fetch domains. Branko, have you? I haven't tested this yet. I didn't even see this. So this is brand new here.
Yeah, we made it today.
Yeah, a couple of days ago we had a different suggestion where it only had the top 20, and I was like, well, the top 20 aren't going to cut it because everyone's going to use the top 20, right? But now if we get down here in the bottom 20, I mean, I've never even heard of these sites, but they're probably big, so we can go through here and just check off some decent sites, and we're probably going to add some more filters and some searching features, but then I can just say insert selected URLs, and then here they all are right here. Now, we were also probably going to try and scrape Google News for particular keywords, because one of the ways you want to use this tool is you go out and you find, you scrape domains of high authority that are in a particular niche. You find the domains available pointing out of there, and then you can go and register them. I won't do all that right now because it takes a little while to run, but it's really cool. Maybe I'll start this up in a minute and we'll watch it run. But right now, I want to show you what happened on the run that I ran the other day. It found 37,000 domains that were linking out from whatever I scraped. Maybe it was some sort of Wikipedia site. But it found 170 of them that were available to register. Okay, and then I ran my analyzer on it, and the analyzer told me there was 170 out of that. So now I can load those domains right here. Now I can just look at, this is the kind of the first glance of everything. Okay, they have high domain authority, and has high page authority, and has a link from a high authority site. Well, if it has high DA and PA, it's probably going to be decent. It already has a lot of backlinks coming in, that, or it wouldn't have any authority at all. So that's kind of a good initial litmus test. Like, you're probably not even be interested in that, right? Like, nah, I don't want any of those. Okay, those are all just junk. But these here, let me get this back. these are pretty cool. So let me just go ahead and, let's look at them a little further, right? We don't know if they're worthy of buying just by that. So we can pick those domains there. And now we want to send the selected ones to the domain analyzer. Now I'm already jumping into another tool we have where I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. The domain analyzer is just a tool you can come in. You can add as many domains as you want right here and add them to the analysis queue. You can confirm if you want to check the www or not. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to confirm and skip the www pools, but I know that many of you will want to do that, and you can. Now, once this all gets all queued up, then I kind of want to let this run. I kind of want to see these, actually. I've run a few of these. I'll just go ahead and move on down to another report. So now what we have is a deeper understanding of what these domains are about. And now we can look at this one right here. This right here means I can register it, so I can click right here, and I should pop on over to probably Namecheap. We use the Namecheap API to pull this up, and this one is available. Okay, so we could buy that if we like it. But I want to look at more details. Right here, it gives me some pretty good metrics. Not too much. External links, 14,000. Site. I don't know why somebody let this site go. Maybe we'll find out why in here. Okay, and I just got notified that my domain metrics are processed for the ones that I just put in. So I'm going to go ahead and mark all that as seen. Now immediately I can see trust flow, citation flow. This is the anchor cloud right here. This is all coming from Majestic. I have this right here. This is Blues Brother. Okay, this 92% of this anchor text is Blues Brother. This one looks pretty good. Doesn't look like they're selling anything. Doesn't look like it's been spammed. I don't know who would try to rank for the term Blues Brother. Doesn't seem like but so far it seems like a pretty good domain. Now we can also scroll down here a little further. We can go fast if we want to just go like if we were searching competitors. Now this isn't a registered domain, so it has this down here would be SEMrush data. We can look at its competitors and things like that. But we can also see its backlinks and where they're coming from. A lot of links coming from Wikipedia. And a lot of good trust flow and citation flow coming out of those links. And, it doesn't say buy cheap sunglasses on there. So this domain, to me, I can't see anything. Does anybody see anything wrong with this domain? Let me know. Let me know if you guys have low trust flow. Yeah, it is a little low. You're right. I bet it's got some power, though. I mean, those links. How many different Wikipedia links is that? One, two, because that's different. EN and ES. Some of them are duped. What else we got? Yeah, it's related to John Mayer. A few foreign anchors, but for the most part, for $10, would anybody spend $10 for this domain? Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking the same thing. Looks pretty good. So, yeah, so for $10, there you go. You've got a, decent domain. Now, I'm sure you can find better ones in here, if you just got to looking. And you can actually just, if you wanted to select a whole bunch of them and then click, Branko, we need to move that button over here. Analyze selected domains, and it'll just pop open a bunch of new tabs, and it'll go out and gather all the metrics, and then you can go back and just check them all out one at a time. And, buy them or sell them to your friends. There you go, Christopher. Buy it now. JMEY, JM Eye Candy. Oh, John Mayer Eye Candy. That's what it means. Oh, it's a chick domain. Not a good buy if it's not indexed. Well, I think that a lot of times these domains that the crawler finds that have expired are going to be de-indexed. But I also know that most of the time, if it's not de-indexed due to penalty, then it will come back. So I don't think this particular domain would be de-indexed due to penalty because the anchor texts weren't spammy. So I would take my chances on this one for sure, that I could bring it up as a blog, put some content on it, maybe about John Mayer, and it would be de-indexed within a week. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. You have to be careful. I think if it's de-indexed due to penalty, you've got a problem. And look, you're not going to buy a domain with a bunch of spammy anchor text anyway, because you don't know what's been going on there. So anyway, did y'all like that? Cool tool. You know, I think I ran that crawler for, I think it ran for a few hours the other day, and it found 170 domains and top 10. Let's look at the top 10. This report's done. Yeah, right here. So, okay, I selected 8 of them. So, check that one out real quick. I'll try not to dwell on. Go ahead and this data's not cached, so I got to pull it. It may take a minute. Well, Ken's asking if you set it up as a John Mayer site as part of a PBN and you have John Mayer related content, how do you link out to a non-John Mayer sites to help their ranking? Well, that's somewhat true. Say you may or may not have to put any John Mayer content on it. I mean, I usually don't. Some people like to go to archive.org and try to make it back to what it was, so to be in their niche. But I don't do that very often. I still take, and it really depends on the competition. If you're talking about local, doesn't matter at all. If you're talking about, health and fitness, then it might matter. But it's still, I think you could put a John Mayer article on it, and then you could put, maybe link out to, if you're trying to promote a band, you had a local band client or something like that. Now that would be a good fit. I don't pay too much attention to that usually, especially in local. The crawl depth and scraper can be adjusted, Richard. We have to be careful with that. Branko, what's it set to right now?
It's set to depth of 4 slashes on the URL.
Okay. Right now it's 4. That's a pretty good depth. We're going to analyze the scraper. The scraper's that takes up a lot of power, and so we have to be mindful of multiple users at the same time. Where'd you find that at, Don? So we have to be mindful of the amount of power that we're using. We've got some dedicated servers set up for the crawler, and we're going to offload some of that as we grow. Don, let me know where you found that. I'd like to see that, please. Okay, so let's move on real quick here. My Domains is a place where basically it's real simple. You get something like this. You click on My Domains, you get a screenshot of what's going on your site. Branko, how often is this screenshot taking? Every time it's refreshed? Branko, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
So every time
every time the screenshot updates along with all other metrics.
Okay, so we can immediately click on View Details, and this is a pretty cool page here. We can see an overview, page speed score, and all the Moz stuff. Majestic, and then more Moz down here. We also bring in the SEMrush metrics of this site. Competitors, all of this data, see what's going on. Majestic metrics, all the things you would normally see if you put this site into Majestic. Alexa graphs, going up or going down. Social metrics. So real quickly, you've basically logged into 5 different tools and pulled back all of the information on this site, TechCrunch, or any site. You can also view the backlinks, and this will update when you refresh to know, what's going on with the backlinks from Majestic. You can also look at the anchors. Basically, everything you want to pull from all those other sites. Who is info? That's whatever. Who is record coming from Domain Tools. Oops. And so that's what you see on this page. Now, if you want to add more domains, you can simply add a domain Give me another site I don't have on here. Let's just do Yahoo. Yahoo.com. You can add as many as you want. Now, automatically on this ad, you can go ahead and say how many. If you want to keep track of the backlinks, you can. Costs a little bit of credit to do that. It depends on what this domain is purpose is, whether or not you want to keep that data maintained or not. Okay, so you can log in. You can put in how many anchors you want to see. Just remember, it takes some credits to do that. Now, if it's a PBN domain, that's really just leave it like that. If it's a money site, you can also go ahead right here and go ahead and enable the keywords and the search engine that you want to track. Okay, so let's just put in Yahoo as a keyword and Google.com as a search engine, and then let's add the domain. So it's going to perform that calculation, and you will see it working over here in the queue. Send you a couple of emails, let you know. Let me look at these questions real quick. Okay, Don, thanks for that info. I'm going to check that out. That's some good data, and I'm going to see if it's accurate, and then definitely add that check in. Thank you. Okay, so this is queued up. Shouldn't take but a few seconds going out and gathering all the data. But at the end of the day, it's basically going to look like what I just showed you. Okay, and so you can categorize these. It's going to fall in here in the money side in just a second on this page, and then rest of domains. I mean, we just added another area for maybe they're not PBNs, maybe they're not money sites. I don't know. Maybe they're domains in waiting or something. I don't know. So yeah, in just a minute, that will be shown up as a rank tracker. Tracking its rankings as well. So I'm going to move on now, and we'll come back to that if we need to. Rank tracker is kind of what I showed you just a minute ago, but now you can add individually. Here's all the ones that you've already added. Then you can obviously just add more. Very simple. Add in the URL, and I'm going to go ahead and put in something like Star Trek. Okay, and we want to make sure we're ranking for Star Trek. Okay, and I want to check for Google, Yahoo. I don't want to do that like that. You got to do that and then select it. That's how you do it. And Bing, I always forget that. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I can't do. This is for Google only, so you can't enable local tracker unless you're doing Google only. But so I'm going to go ahead and back off of these, but you can add those if you want, and it'll track all three. If you want to, if this were Miami Dentist, I could also put MiamiDentist.com and Miami Dentist keyword. Then I could put in country, city, state. Now I'm sure most of you guys have seen. Yes, there will be historical data in the rank checker. Yes, there will be a replay as long as the recording survives. Yeah, as long as it survives. I mean, I guess it's working. Everybody's seen this new local way to track local, right? I mean, yeah. So you can also track in the Google Maps, and it does. It keeps track, it keeps history, and it keeps rankings. I had a lot of data on this account last week where we were tracking about 10 or 20 different test sites, and it had nice graphs and everything. And then yesterday we decided to freshen the place up and dump the junk, dump all the tests, and yeah, so it went away. We'll go ahead and take that off, and I'll go ahead and just add this URL right here. Does anybody have any questions about that? You know what? What about local listings for Bing and Yahoo? I guess that's something that certainly we could implement. Home Branco, we just got to find the tools to do that, find the APIs. Haven't really been focused on that as much. Yeah, I mean, really, we can do anything. That reminds me, the little jiggly button. It's jiggling for a reason. We want you guys to talk to us. See it? Jiggle, jiggle. Hey, don't forget about me. Yeah, anything that you guys find out there that you like that costs money, and you would like to see it put in here, then man, we'll take a look at it, and we'll either pay them or we'll scrape it or whatever we need to do. Okay, I don't want to dwell too much. We're already a long time in, and I haven't really gotten very far. Rank tracker, everybody gets it. My Domains Monitor, what this does is monitors your uptime, and we're also working on the, it keeps a history of your response time, so make sure you're being fast. If I come over here to Manage Domains, Branko, where are we at with this SMS text notification through Twilio? We are going to implement, we're kind of undecided on this totally. We haven't quite implemented the full thing yet, but eventually, if we want, or you want, you can get a text message. If you have some really, really important domains, it'll text message you if they go down, but not, you know, spam. It's going to cost a little bit extra, obviously, because I think it's, I don't know, 1, 2, 5 cents a text or something like that, and you'll have to, you know, deposit a little money in order to get that, so we don't want it to spam you to death. But that's coming, right, Branko?
Yeah, it's already completed. We just need a few adjustments.
Yeah, we just need a couple of adjustments and a couple of tests. So that's cool. Add all your domains you want right here. It actually, when you add them to My Domains, it automatically adds to My Domains Monitor, correct, Branko? That's what I'm seeing. That's what I saw the other day.
Yes.
Too. A lot of times we're adding more and more. If you add stuff to My Domains, it starts populating in other things like performance analysis, especially right here. We're going to track them. Hacker Scanner is something that is coming soon. For now, just get hackerspanker.com. It's my shameless plug for Hacker. I forgot that it redirected right there. But Hacker Scanner is going to be something that we're going to do daily on your sites now. Do a couple of things to determine whether or not they've been defaced and hacked, and let you know about it. Performance analysis. I won't enter domain and let it run, but I'll just view a report. What it does is it continuously monitors your domain and pulls back. Okay, that one doesn't have multiple reports. Some of these don't. Some of these are brand new, so they don't have multiple. What we do is we scan once a week, and you can pull these drop downs down and see whether or not your grades are going up or down. If they're going down, then obviously you need to look at that host and figure out, especially if it's a money site, you want to be able to continue looking at that and making sure your site's not going down or not. So that's just a report. It pulls from, where all does it pull from, Branko? Google PageSpeed, Why Slow, and some other places. It gives you all the metrics. Yeah. Gives you a lot of metrics on what you can do to improve the performance of your site. Performance of your site is has a lot to do with your rankings nowadays. You know, you can't have a slow site. There's some other tricks you can do there too, but it gives you some reports. Maybe you guys have seen that or not, but it's all right here. It's going to continuously keep that monitored, so you don't always have to remember to do it. It just does it automatically for you. Okay, that's the performance analysis. The on-page SEO scanner. Does anyone want me to scan their site? It won't return anything ugly. Anyone have a site they want to give me? If not, I'll just put in a other test site. Okay, nobody. Everybody's asleep. So I could just put in a simple, this one is just a test site that I play with a lot. And what this does is it brings back some information about the on-page SEO factors. You can see more about what the factors are and what it's looking for right here. And you can remove some of these elements or not. I have all the elements turned on, so it returns all of this information. We're going to be adding more and more information to this because right now, I think it's lacking in some areas, so we're going to be taking your advice and researching more ways of returning more and more data for your on-page SEO relevance. But right now, it does a pretty good job. For instance, if this was a competitor site, I can immediately go to the parent URL and find all of its underlying URLs. Hey, Shannon, why don't you give me a site? Let me run one of yours. Yeah? No? Somebody hit something in the chat box. Is it still working? Somebody say hello. Okay, hey, there everybody is. You are just mesmerized. Mesmerized. coacreatives.com. Okay, I'll run coacreatives.com real quick. Eventually this is going to either not valid or taking too long to respond. Well, it didn't like something, but it pulled back all of the data. Maybe I misspelled it. Yeah, well, that was quick. It pulled back a lot of data, so you can see anchors inside the internal. This is internal anchor text. So anyway, that's pretty cool stuff there. That's stuff you need to know. You need to know you're on page. You can see it's still working right now. It's still going down the page and still gathering data about the statuses, if there's any 404s, everything's working clean, and then there's more data to come over here. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Moving on, WP Security Scanner. This will look for holes. It'll look for outdated plugins. It'll tell you whether or not your site is, basically vulnerable, hackable. I can't encourage you guys enough to get HackerSpanker, not just because I own it, just because it just works. Anyway, so here's what I always tell people. First thing you want to do is get rid of this readme.html. Please, it's the first thing to not getting hacked. Get rid of readme.html so they don't know the version number, unless you're just always keeping it up to date every single day. So this is pretty cool. We don't have this running too deep right now. We've only got it running kind of the quick phase. Me and Branko are looking at for it to dive deeper. It can take hours to try and crush into one site. So we're still looking at ways of digging deeper and getting more information out of this tool, but right now it already provides a lot. It found 2 plugins. This will actually tell you if it can find your plugins. It'll actually tell you if, and unfortunately this one that I'm using doesn't have a lot of plugins, and the ones that it does have are secured. It'll tell you if there is a exploit for them, and it'll tell you what you should do. It'll tell you what you should do in order to fix that, like where you should go to update it and things like that. So this is very cool to do to put on your site. We're probably going to, what I want to do is when you add domains to my domains, if they are a blog, then this scanner will run on it once a week and alert you if there looks like there's a problem. Or it may just email you what it finds. We haven't decided yet. But this is another one of those things where, you don't want to have to do it all the time, so you want to automate that. So that's another tool that we're going to throw into the, maybe we throw it in here to Hacker Scanner and combine those two together. But Hacker Scanner is going to look for mainly defacing. Like if your page changes more than 10%, then it's going to alert you that, hey, you've got a big change going on here, and if you didn't make that change, then somebody did, and you might want to check it out. It's also the difference between you ever go to one of your hosting accounts. I mean, I don't because I own my own hosting company, but I know some people do. Well, some people go, oh, dude, my site's, no one alerted me my site was down because their site alerter never told them it was down because it was always passing a status 200, which means it's up, but it says suspended. Like, yeah, you didn't pay your bill. Sorry, we sent you emails, but yeah, your site's been suspended. But the Hacker Scanner would actually detect that. And it would alert you that there's a problem with that site. It's changed. The difference between down and up is okay, but the difference between up and hacked or defaced means the same thing. It's not doing you any good. Domain Analyzer. I think we went over this a minute ago. Does anybody have any questions on this? This is just a really cool tool, guys. I mean, this thing just bears down every single thing you want to know about domains. I'm going to go ahead and hit the domain sleuth real quick. I've got to start getting faster here, guys. I know I talk too much sometimes, but let me just go ahead and run this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and drop off some of this stuff so it doesn't pull up too much data. I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of that. This is basically a Register Compass replacement. I know it doesn't have the full screen of check boxes and whistles and everything under the sun. Well, you know what? Who uses all that stuff anyway? Here's what I want to know. Okay, right here. Page rank, yeah, maybe one. Okay, search domains. Right now we have just over 3 million domains in our database. So this is running through all of those domains and bringing back some cool stuff. All right, thank you, Nicola. Nicola says the domain social reach widget is now fixed. See, folks, we fix things during webinars. How about them apples? Thank you, Nicola. And Marco, thank you. They're on silent right now, but they're right there with us. Okay, so what I'm looking at now is, what it found. Okay, so it found 25 domains that basically expire really soon. And here's some of their metrics. Now, let's see what we like. Okay, I like a lot of age. Ooh, that's a good traffic sign. Page rank 4, good. So this one's already at a pretty high price, but it might be worth it. So let's just go ahead and take the top 10 here. We might want to look down here. I see some old ones, 17. I like old domains, that's for sure. Anything that has a lot of age, I mean, there's just so many uses for them. And sometimes they're not that expensive. Oh, Bowcraft, look at that, 17 years old. Oh, look at the price. Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, old short domains are expensive, but that's the reason why they're expensive. So I just picked a few domains there and add them to research. This is what I love right here, guys. This is so easy to, let me go ahead and change this by expression. I'm going to do this by age, actually. 17, because I like these old ones first. So automatically I can come over here, I can click View Details, and if someone's already looked at this data, or I've already looked at this data, or this data is already cached, then it pulls up immediately. If not, boom, there it is. So I can immediately look at this and say, okay, website, Bowcraft, okay, looks pretty good there. Trust flow and citation flow are pretty even. DA and PA are kind of what I want. Page ranks for me. This is a pretty good looking site. Doesn't look spammy. I can look at all the anchor text if I want. And that looks pretty good. So now I can just say keep, bid, or reject. If I want to bid on it, I simply click bid, and off I go. I'm putting some money on it. If I don't like it, I hit reject. If I want to keep it, I want to keep it. Now, what I'm probably going to be able to find here is some spammy domains. Scott, we're pulling from the historic index for trust flow and citation flow. So yeah, good question there. I want to show you guys how quick and easy it is to find a domain that is, a little bit spammy. It seems to be taking longer than normal. Every now and then it does that. Every now and then I notice that sometimes something may take a little longer than normal. So I just maybe try to find another one here. Oh, there we go. Idaho State Park. That one looks pretty good too. Good trust flow. So immediately, guys, you can see. I mean, right out of the gate, you can just say, okay, that's not bad. And it looks like I picked some pretty good ones. Normally, you'll find a spammy one real fast. Normally, it doesn't take more than hitting 3 of them till you find a spammy one. Oh, there it is. Bye. So gone. Right. 2 seconds, and I don't even want to look at that one anymore. Right. So that's what's really cool about the Domain Sleuth is it just combs through everything so fast, gives you all the data right at your fingertips. Number 9, Tony Fitzpatrick must be a race car driver. That looks like a pretty decent domain. Yeah, so if I want to go ahead and take a shot at it, I can bid on it. So yeah, just like that, these will remain here. So that's the Domain Sleuth. I don't want to dwell on it too much longer. I think you guys get the ideas. What do you guys think about that? Yeah? Yeah, sweet. Good stuff. Nice, cool, awesome. Yeah, it's so fast. I mean, think about if you've ever done that before. I mean, even using Register Compass, you got to go use Majestic. They're getting a little bit better now, but I just never seen anything that fast. Okay, so keyword research. Let me show you these tools. Let me show you what these tools can do real quick. Enter in a keyword. I already did this once on the home page. You can either analyze keywords or get related keywords. I'll pretend like I already put in, and right here the report type is suggestions or analysts. I'm going to go ahead and say I put in iPhone 6 and ran a report. And here it comes back with, average monthly searches and suggested bid. I'll sort this by suggested bid. I'll go ahead and select one page, which is 20 keywords. I'll go ahead and add that to this bucket, and I can keep going and add more keywords to my bucket, or I can just go ahead and go straight to the analyzer. Now, what I did was I found a bunch of keywords from Keyword Planner. I put them in the analysis phase one, and I was able to determine who's the highest cost per click, right? That's the most money. That may not be what you're looking for, but in this particular instance, that's what I wanted to see, was which keywords have the highest cost per click. Which ones, let's say I'm building an AdSense site. You know, people still do that. It still makes money. Anyway, that's what I've done here. I've added them to my analyzer. Now I can submit them for analysis, and I'm going to confirm that's what I want to do. Spending some credits there. 40 credits because we're going out to SEMrush and Majestic SEO and Google Keyword Planner and pulling back all their data. Now, when this is queued up, it's going to be through, I don't know, probably take it a few more minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to click on View Report. And then when I come back, this is what I'm going to get. Probably the most data I've ever seen for one keyword. It can even, if I want to view its trend and the top 10 results for that keyword, right there. We just implemented this, I think yesterday or the day before. I think real soon we put this in because I found this this information just very, very useful. What we're also going to do is we're going to demonstrate some metrics out here to the side of each of these URLs, maybe just their domain authority and page rank. If you want to dig deeper, we'll let you dig deeper. You know, we just try to give you all the free data that we can provide without charging, without it cost us anything, and without it costing you anything. So that's pretty cool to be able to see who's in the top 10. Now, one thing else that I find very cool about this is if I sort this by the keyword in the anchor test, that tells me there's 10,000 links out there in the Majestic SEO database with weight loss cleanse as their anchor text. I mean, obviously there's probably some more, but that's what. Okay, that just redirected my screen because the other report just finished. I'm going to go back to the one I had because that's the one we're talking about. Okay, so this is pretty cool here. Not very many monthly searches, so that's not great. Okay, but if this were a higher number, this is the keyword you want to go after, right? Because this is a lot less competition than that one, weight loss pills. Right? You see the difference there? So you can use this data and see, especially for affiliate sites, which ones you want to go after. Does that make sense to everybody? You can sort this by anything you want. But I like to look at view info, suggested bid, and then the competition over here. Yeah. And if anybody has some more ideas on how we can determine the SEO competition factor over here, or if there's a metric that we left out that you've seen on SEMrush or you've seen on Majestic, let us know by the leave feedback. Let us know what you want to see in here. And Branko, could you add it?
Of course, yeah.
Of course. Guys, I hear of course every day. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. And the next day, of course it's there. It's great. Can't thank you enough, man. All right, so let's see. Any questions? Very cool, very cool. The domains to research reset every month, week, later day. When you mean anchor as incoming anchor text from other, yeah, incoming anchors from anchors. When you mean anchor as incoming anchor text from other sites, yes, John. Anchors are the anchor text of the links coming from other sites. Shut up and give us a buy button. Okay, it's coming very soon. All right, well, listen. I know we've been going for I've been talking about this for a solid 45 minutes now. So let me just try to move on quickly. We've done that one. We've done that one. Hey, you know what? Here's a great bonus I threw in for you guys. As most of you guys know, as I already told you, hosting's my deal. Hosting's my game. So with this tool, you automatically get. Right now, I just added these this week. I'm going to add some more. You know, provided they're used. 11 servers on 11 hosting accounts is basically what I want to say. Right here. Yeah. Right here, you just simply connect to one of these accounts. And I must be connected to one already. Can't connect. Branko, can you connect? Oh, I'm connected over here on WP Amigo. Sorry. So we need a, yeah, I'm connect. I need a disconnect from WP Amigo. I was like, whoa, what happened? Help me. Okay, I was connected to this. Did I already demonstrate WP Amigo? I can't remember.
No.
No, okay. WP Amigo is the installer. Okay, so PBN hosting is basically, I guess I'll go over it now. You can connect to the cPanel, and you can add a domain, and you can install WordPress with a lot of plugins, customize different themes, use profiles, click, 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 done type of thing. So we connect to a hosting account. We go into the domain manager. We add a domain. I've already added it. I won't do it now. It takes about 3 seconds. If you've ever added 10 domains to add-on domain to cPanel, you know it takes about, I don't know, 30 seconds each times 10, looking at 4 or 5 minutes or more, as long as the server's fast. It's real simple there. So it adds a domain. Then you go over here to the blog deployer. Waits a minute. It scans. I want to say install. I'm going to add a new profile. I'm going to call this test just because I want to. And then I can choose from a different theme, any theme I want here. There's about 150 or so here. You know, you can just upload your own theme if that's what you want to do, of course, and use it. So I'm just going to leave it right there. I can put in a blog title. I can put in subtitle, username, password, email, some categories if I want. And then all I want to do down here, you see that, Bronco? I saw that earlier too. That's what I was talking about. That little this is a warning. Disregard it. See, it says warning. Anytime you guys see warning, don't panic. Don't break your computer. Step away from the keyboard and take a deep breath. It's okay. Just a warning. I see this popping up every now and then, but don't worry. Nothing is affected. So basically with this, you can upload a bunch of custom plugins. And by the way, I want to make sure you guys know what we need to do is upload the plugins from Post and Leak Manager and PBN Amigo. These are two very important things that I haven't even got to yet, but I'm going to quickly. So basically, it's real simple. You just select these plugins if you want. A lot of you guys are using Spider Spanker Pro. If you're not, you need to use it. Spider Spanker, put in all your settings right here. Then they're set for life. You don't ever have to change them again. You can activate any of these plugins you want, and you can upload your own custom set. And then you just hit install blog, and you're done. Now you got another one. Blog. Okay, I gotta fill in some blanks here, but you get the idea. Fill in the blanks and push install blog. Add another domain. Change the theme. Change the title, change the username, password, whatever, hit install blog. It just bam, 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 and you can install 50 blogs. You could start your own blog setup network. No, Neil, though hosting accounts won't leave a footprint. No footprints, no footprints, no footprints. Been doing this for 12 years. I have more experience in SEO, hosting, and servers, and WordPress, and plugins than anyone you've ever heard of in this marketplace. Yeah. I mean, look, if something drastic happens that screws up our world, I'm the first guy to know about it. I'm seriously. I mean, the amount of feedback and the amount of customers that I have that are like, you know, I hear complaints and cries all the time. You know, I don't want to call them that, but yeah, they can be. And no, I'm like, okay, well, let's evaluate this situation. And then usually I can prove them wrong, or I can be like, okay, we can fix it like this. So does anybody out there just know me that knows what I'm saying? Anyone? Yeah, right. Yeah, few of you guys understand. There's a lot of snake oil salesmen out there, and they'll sell you the remedy to something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, Todd.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just checked the warning on VP hosting. It's due to your cache and browser. It's fixed. I can see it on my account.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's fixed.
Okay, cool. So that's the hosting side of things. So you've got 11 free accounts there. If people use this and they like it, then I'll add more. It's not that big a deal, and then we can just keep track of it. Probably going to add some more features to this later on, like email, FTP, stuff like that. But right now, if you need something special, that's called the I Need Support button. And I think we're going to put a support button inside each one of these somewhere. But anyway, we'll get to that later. WP Amigo is the same thing, but you use your own hosting account. Okay? You can use your own hosting account, so not only can you use mine, but you can also use your own cPanel connectors and install your own blogs out there. So sometimes if the connections are slow and you get the retry button, just retry it, and then if that still doesn't work, then give us a support ticket and we'll see what we can do to help you out. Sometimes it's compatible most of the time, but obviously when I'm dealing with other people's servers, sometimes there can be a little bit of an issue, but it works real good. Okay, so index checker, I'm not going to go over that. PBN Amigo. This, I won't go over this because I think most of you have seen something like this, but it's basically a way to, you download this plugin and install it. There's a tutorial video right here if you really want to see how this works. But this will just basically keep up with all of your website. You put all of your domains in here, and you can mass install, mass activate, mass deactivate, mass update, all those kinds of things. Everybody understand? Yep, good, Don. Paul, I'm saying that you get additional hosting. I'm not saying that you should use only these 11. I'm saying that you could use these 11 here. No, this is not UK hosting, Richard. I don't think that UK hosting may or may not matter. I have a lot of customers in the UK, a lot of customers worldwide, and it's never mattered. Manny, the amount of sites you can track depends on the plan. Yes, John Benet, you can Bennett. You can cancel, yeah, the other membership to use this. Absolutely. Yeah, you can cancel just about every SEO membership. Yeah, if you have a membership out, there that does something that we don't do, I want to know about it because I want to add it. I want to beat them too. I want this to be everything. Right now, this service is all of my needs. I'll come up with something new every. I research a lot now. I research a lot more than I ever have. Can you bring in what's this domain ranks for feature? Yeah, John. Do you have any more information on that? Yeah, SEMrush. That's what I thought you were going to say. Well, I was hoping you would say something else. But, yeah, I've seen that in SEMrush. Branko, what's this domain ranks for is in SEMrush. And, okay, I know that tool. John, thank you. Clone, migrate, out in the infinite. It's possible, John. Yeah. Good suggestions, everybody, guys. Good suggestions. I'm not scared of any of that stuff. Not scared of any of that stuff. Random notes. There is a random notes section down there at the bottom on the dashboard. I forgot to show that. A to-do list on the dashboard. Okay, I got to move on here. Interpage authority. This is really cool. You guys ever heard of Interpage authority? Backlink indexer. I can interface with somebody's API on that, Neil. I'll look into that. I saw that the other day, and I was thinking, well, it's possible, but not on the top of my list. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can probably interface with somebody's API and get some credits. Interpage authority. Everybody know what this is? This is, yeah, John, toxic link checker is actually coming through link research tools. Interpage authority. Put in one of your PBNs, and you can find the you could see whether or not there are any other pages or subdomains on that domain that have any authority that you can build a page around and backlink out to your money site. Don't have a lot of time to go over that. I wouldn't say it's like top secret stuff, but not a lot of people talk about that one. But I built this tool last summer, and it works really well. I uncovered, actually, if I go to the domain analyzer, you can probably see something that I uncovered yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, Cafe Church. Right here, I uncovered, using that tool, I uncovered this domain through cafechurch.org, and you can see it right here, more details. You can see this subdomain. I think I did a video on it. You can see this subdomain that I found off of cafechurch.org.au. So if you're Australian, you might want to look at that domain, cafechurch.org.au. It's got a pretty decent subdomain here, so you can put a page on that's a little bit of low trust flow, but I still think it's definitely worth adding that subdomain to this purchased expired domain and give you some more power. And I found that using the Interpage Authority tool. So anytime you buy a domain you spent $100 or more on, you need to check it out. You need to see what else, whatever power, how much more power it has, and use that. So great tool right there. Highly suggest you use it. What else? What else? Post and link manager. Is that what I'm going to end? Is that what I'm going to end on? Oh, university. This is training. This is actually my blog network blueprint. If you don't have that course, then you can get it, right? And this has been updated recently, so it's get in there and check that out. Learn some stuff. Maybe there's something in there. If you're a veteran, hopefully you'll still learn something. I think you will. Okay, I think that's just about everything. We got the post and link manager. I just want to show you real quick. And basically what this does is you download and install this plugin on your blog, and it creates an API. And I'm going to go ahead and start deleting some of these. Okay, here's the site I want, my blog, and I'm going to go to the dashboard, and then I'm going to go to plugins real quick. Okay, I'm just going to do this settings, and here's the API key authorization. So once you download and install, okay, I want to use that one. I want to use that one. Okay, once you download it and install this plugin, you're going to install it. It's going to have this key, and you're going to connect it to this to the blogs area, right? New blog. What this does is allows you to post articles, a spun article to multiple blogs if you want. Don't have to. It's up to you. Some people still do spins. I still do spins. But the most important thing is you're able to control the outbound link and anchor text from right here. How awesome is that? No logging in to edit that content, no logging in to edit that link or its anchor text. Very cool. So add your blog here, put in the auth key, then you're connected. And I tell you what, I also know that this plugin that we have, we're going to be able to do a lot of things to your blog, to across your blog networks and across your money sites. We're going to be able to update. Branko, what can we update?
Anything we like.
Anything we like. So you're going to see this post and link manager morph into a whole nother set of tools on internal WordPress management. We're talking about changing title tags, creating posts, creating pages, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. But let me just show you something real quick, and then probably going to wrap this up because I've already been talking for almost an hour now about this. And I know you guys are busy. Everybody has stuff that they'd rather be doing. I think does everybody get the total gist of this? I mean, is everyone like, shit, man, I still don't get it? Does anybody feel like that didn't explain this thing like what it really does? Surely not. So this is it right here. You go to my blogs. Here's the domain. Here's the group that it's in. Because like I said, I'll show you this in just a second. But this is just so neat, man. So here's the anchor text for this blog. Here's the domain name, thdom.net, and I've got these two articles on it right here. And I want to go ahead and edit. Okay. So here's the article, and if I want to edit that content, I can edit it right here. Or if I want to change this URL to really good dark chocolate, right? What if I don't want dark chocolate anymore, really good chocolate for you, okay? And then we're going to leave the URL. But say I got a new client. Now my client is dark chocolate, okay? Save changes. Immediately come over here to my blog, and let's find that post right down here. And what does it say? Really good dark chocolate for you, and it goes to dark chocolate. Well, they got a redirect there. Anyway, you see it all changed. How cool is that? How cool is that? So it can be done on any of them you want, all of them you want. We're going to add some more features to this as well. Yeah, that's nice. I love that piece right there because you know how things change when, oh no, I remember distinctly about a year ago when, maybe it's a little bit longer, when, I mean, man, you could not just have an exact match keyword in your anchor text running out to all your money sites. I mean, you had to sandwich that stuff up. And Christopher, good question. Will the price change at all as you add new tools? No. What I'm about to offer you guys is the opportunity to become a founding member. And what I mean by that is, the first people to join me on this endeavor with this piece of software. I've been working on it for, solid for over a year. The first part of last year, my father was on his last few months, and so things happen for a reason. I probably would have never met Branko and his team had I not been delayed that 3 or 4 months. But I came out with a brand new fighting spirit. And so I've been working long and hard on this tool. I've spent a lot of money on it, lots and lots of money. I've never made a dime on it. And so as a founding member, you're going to get in at a really low monthly price. I know everyone that I've kind of spoke about this tool to recently has been like, well, I just want a one-time fee. I just want a one-time fee. I hate monthly fees. I hate paying my cell phone bill too, But, they provide a service and they have hard costs as well, infrastructure. And the same thing goes for me. I have hard costs as well. I have API fees, and I have people costs and server costs. So it can't not be a recurring fee. And I still got to know you're alive too, right? So what I've done is I've tried to set this up where it's a one-time fee and a low monthly fee. The monthly fee is going to be $24. Just to tell you right now, the monthly fee is going to be $24 a month. And if you don't take this today or in the next few days, and you come back in a month or two, it's going to be $250 a month. I promise you. This is no question in my mind, at least a $200 a month as it is right now tool. Now, yeah. Oh, we're going to keep it updated. Monthly, yeah, you're right. Monthlies are good because it means you're likely to keep it updated. Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely, we're not going anywhere. Definitely, we're just going to keep making this thing better and better. I mean, this thing is absolutely it's becoming awesome. I don't have the words to express it really. Like I said, I have a degree in computer science. I've been a computer nerd all my life, and I made a piece of software that sold thousands of mortgage leads per day from 1999 to 2003. And yeah, I helped the financial destruction of the world in 2008. I sold a lot of bad credit leads. I didn't know it was bad for the world. I just knew they paid a lot of money for it. But I had a piece of software that I developed with a very brilliant individual and made my company more profitable than a lending tree. It just saying. Love software, what it can do. So anyway, there is a small monthly fee associated with this, but the initiation fee, the founder's fee, is going to be what you want. Now, this system runs on mostly on API credits, right? We have to pay. If you want to know what API credits cost, just go look. Go to SEMrush, go to Moz, go to Ahrefs, go to Majestic. Go to all these sites that we talked about and click Find the API button, and you'll see that each of their APIs are $300, $500, $600, $700, whatever dollars per month. And add them up. Add them up. And you'll see that I'm already in thousands of dollars per month. Now, at $24 a month, do I think that's going to pay my bills? No, not on you guys. It's not. But eventually, when I get people paying me $200 a month, yeah, it'll pay for it. It'll pay for it. But right now it won't. So what I'm getting at, I'm about to give you the link if I can just remember exactly what it is. But what I'm trying to say is that it's going to depend on how many credits you want per month. Okay, do you want 2,000 credits per month? Do you want 5,000 credits a month? Do you want 30,000 credits a month? How big is your blog network? How big is it going to be? Is it going to be 50 domains? Is it 50 domains? Is it 10 domains? Or is it 500 domains? Okay, that's what you're going to have to ask yourself whenever you buy in. Okay, not going to be able to change that very easily moving forward. So I want you to choose wisely here as a founding member. So it's all going to be based on your credits. It's going to be based on these numbers up here, basically. Okay, so that's what you have to look closely at and decide where you're at. And everybody else is, and it's a straight $25 a month. In other words, if you come in on the Founder 2 level, you're going to get a lot of credits, and you're going to pay $25 a month. If you come in on the Founder 4 credit, you're going to get a lot more credits, and you're going to pay the same amount per month. I might offer an upgrade path later on, Joseph, but right now we have some logistics that we need to work on, so we just can't. But we will. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat box if I can figure out the chat box. Type the message here. Okay, I can't. Okay, well, how about this? Can y'all see this? PbnXpress.com/plans. Does everybody see that link? Sorry, Mario. This is the discount, $25 a month. We'll never. For the amount of credits you get, I mean, I could offer a $25 a month plan if you want to do like, if you want to use some of the free stuff. I mean, some of the stuff that doesn't cost me anything, index checker. Let that soak in for you guys for a minute, but so it's really just going to be based on the amount of credits you want to use moving forward, and the amount of domains you're going to add to the system. The credits by themselves are a little expensive to add on, so I don't want you to have to do that very much. If you run out of credits, yeah, 1,000 credits for $20. And I think adding domains, adding my domains with backlinks, 50 to 100 credits. There's credits scattered throughout the system. Credit usage throughout the system. We only charge you credits whenever we have to spend credits. So there's a lot of places in the system where we aren't charged anything, so we don't charge you anything. There's some places in the system where someone else already pulls the data on that domain, so we don't charge you again. It's not like we're charging you, we're just depleting your credits. I've tried to set that up so that if you're a smaller individual or company, then it's in line with how many credits you're probably going to use and how much research you're going to be doing. The more research you're going to be doing, the more research you're doing, the more credits going to cost you. Yeah, no, you can. This is a few hundreds. It's a few $100, and like I said, it's $25 a month, and the $25 a month doesn't change. Regardless of the package you get in on. So that's what it is as the founders member. If you just want to pay $200 a month down the road, then that's certainly going to be available in a few months. I don't know when. I've got a couple of other promotions going on with a couple of other guys that I promised that I would allow them to do a webinar on. It's probably going to be less credits and more money. This is like, I think I'm insane for even offering some of these packages, especially Founder 4. It should say only 5 available. I don't know if it does or not. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and see if there's any more questions. And it is now an hour and 1/2 into this webinar, so I'm going to have to close this down real soon. So if you have any burning questions, and there's a question, hosting packages included. The PBN hosting that I showed you is included, so that's probably worth $50 a month by itself. It's going to be worth more than that moving on due to adding more and more hosting accounts. Guys, I can't change anything that's currently there right now. I've thought about this for a few days now and changed it up a few times here and there, and I've gone down as low as I possibly can. I mean, if you actually knew how much money I spent making this software, you'd probably pass out. So, does everybody have the link? Does anybody need the link again? I'm gonna have to close this down because the recording only records for so long. I think I don't know exactly how long it will record for. I've never actually done it. Oh, will it go for 3 hours? So we're about yeah, we got a little bit of time then. Okay, Mike. Thanks. You're in, buddy. Yeah, this software. No, I don't want to get into what I've put into it. I think I've already expressed that. But I like it. I like it a lot. I certainly wouldn't want to pay this per month. I mean, if you see yourself being an SEO for any extended period of time, I mean, if you're not sure, definitely go with Founder 1. Get going. But if you're an experienced SEO and you've been in this, I mean, I've been in the game 12 years. Yeah, 12 years. So I've been doing, I'm not going anywhere. So excuse me, SEO has just been too good to me. I've been a pioneer helping people out, get through the obstacles and figuring out the disasters, figuring out how to plug the dikes. Where's Shannon? Shannon, you still here? Hey, man. How's it going? How long you been doing SEO, Shannon? Total. Yeah, 5 years. I think I've known you for probably 4. Shannon Adams, good guy, folks. Good guy, knows what he's doing. Been in the game a long time. What do you think, Shannon? What do you think about my new software? I think I probably told you about some of this about 3 years ago. You probably used some of these tools, right? Yeah, I know you have. Okay, Graham. Let's get on it. Clarify the domains to research part. Domains to research part, that's how many domains are added in the research section. See, I have 16 entries in here, so I'm researching, so I can reach 100 at a time. Let me go ahead and just remove some. The difference between 50 and 100 my domains is the number of domains you add in my domains, because those are the number of domains that are added to not necessarily rank tracking, but they're added in you know, all those places that I showed you earlier, the monitors, the scanners, the analysis. So when you add those things to my domains, they get dropped into all of these other automated features. So it helps you, you know, just boom, they're already in there. They're already tracking, and they're already, you know, working for you. Oh, back to domains to research. You see where this is right here, 6100? Let me look at this. Branko, you follow me on this? Yeah. You see where I went down to 11? So basically that just means you can have 100 inside here at any one time, you know. So if that gets too high, you know, you can just remove some of them. Okay. Mm-hmm. Researching, Don. Shannon, you lost the webinar a bunch. Oh, you're gonna have to watch it later, man. I want to know what you think. I mean, I gotta scroll back up here. I missed a lot of questions. Okay, Don, I got you. Hey, welcome, Joseph. Thank you, sir. Founder 3, like that, like it. Means you're hustling. That means you're getting it done. About to get more done. $50 by domains just means 50 domains you add to the entire system that are being tracked, that are being monitored, that are being checked, that are being scanned. The domains that you want to host, right now there's 11 different cPanels you can host on 11 different servers, hosting companies, Class A's, all that jazz. And I think, Branko, did we discuss a limit per user per PB hosting?
Yeah, there is a limit of 3 domains per hosting package.
Okay, right. So currently, you could host 3 11-site parallel PBNs. That's 33 domains. Tracy, Founder 1 is $497 one-time fee. That's your initiation fee to the club, and then you're locked in at $25 a month, $24 a month for life, for that many credits. Or if you pay a higher initiation fee, you get 3 times the credits for the same monthly fee. John, we are going to add other company cPanels. Joseph, we have a, you know, I'm torn between, John asked if there's going to be a Facebook or Skype group. There is going to be a group. Right now we have a forum. All right. I like forums because you can search a hell of a lot better than you can on a Facebook group, but everyone likes Facebook. Everyone likes, you know, hey, it's Facebook, you know, freaking distractions left and right, pop-ups, you know. But, you know, I guess it's what you guys want. Skype group is, yeah, maybe. I kind of like Facebook group better because if you're going to do that, I mean, if I had my choice between Facebook or Skype, I'd probably do Facebook because you have the ability to alert someone that you got a question and they can come back. Skype, I can, sometimes people are always chatting and you end up turning the alerts off and then you never even know it's talking at you anymore. But the forums are great because they're searchable. So we have a forum right here, I mean, if you guys start using this forum, I'll be there. Facebook group is good, but you can't find anything once it gets lost. I mean, I have trouble. Maybe I can find a Facebook pro aficionado group guy that can tell me how to make it work good. Christopher, is there a reporting tool that we can build monthly reports for clients? Good question, and what I can say to that is I know exactly where you're coming from, and we are looking into, I am currently researching a lot of different ways to do that, client reporting, white labeling, so to speak. I haven't necessarily got there yet on what exactly I'm going to do, but I understand that we need one. And, originally this tool started off as just as, PBN finding and deploying, and it's turned into, all of these other cool tools because, I just get tired of using, doing a lot of things manually. So it's evolved. I actually own the domain name SEOcommandcenter.com. And this is sort of what this has turned into, is an SEO command center. I actually own SEOcommandcenter.com. We started, me and a friend of mine, Duncan Carver, started a project probably about 5 years ago, and it was called SEO Command Center. And it was all about selling links on blog networks, kind of the public ones, and we all know what happened to the public blog networks a few years ago, right? Kaboom. And ours actually fell apart for other technical reasons. It couldn't crunch. It got so damn big, it died upon its own weight, basically. And it was called. We own the domains SEOcommandcenter.com. And after the service died 3 or 4 years ago, let the domain expire, right? And then a few months back, I was like, I noticed that this PbnXpress tool was evolving into so many other things that I was like, you know what? What about the old SEO Command Center domain? Where did that go? And I was like, did we let that expire? And sure enough, we did. And I was like, wow, I'm going to get it again. So I went out and registered SEOcommandcenter.com, and it's right here, SEOcommandcenter.com. I spelled it right. Ta-da! Yeah, empty. That's me, though. Sure, Shannon. So that's probably what this might be rebranded into that. I haven't decided yet. But this thing is turning into an SEO command center. And white labeling, client reporting, things like that, I'm positive. I'm positive we can do that. Right, Brecco?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course, always.
Always, yes. I've heard of course and always from a lot of people in my life, and most of the time it's not true. But I'm my boy Brecco. He's a man of his word. It's great. Thanks, John. Founder 3, my man. You rock, dude. You got a lot of credits now. You know what? I'm about to, that founder. I'm glad nobody's buying. I think we've got one Founder 4, but that's why I'm only allowing 5 on Founder 4. That's just so many credits for $25 a month for life. It's insane. I almost pulled it today, and then I was like, no, I just limit it to 5 people. If I got 5 big dogs in there, want to throw down that's a player. Yeah, I hear you. It's a big leap. How do credits work? Can't really explain it like too much. I can just say that there's a lot of places all over the site that we have to pay for data. And when we pay for data, we got to pass some of those costs on for you. And you know what? I don't really expect most of you. I mean, if you come in at the Founder 1, that means if you only have 50 domains, then you're kind of you're not huge yet. You're not going to be doing a lot of research because you're not going to be buying a lot of stuff. But if you come in at Founder 3 or Founder 4, man, you're a player. and you're gonna use those credits up pretty hard and fast. Using, I mean, SEMrush is freaking expensive. I mean, it is. It's expensive. Majestic ain't cheap. Pro Rank Tracker ain't cheap. You know, once you start adding all those stuff, I mean, it costs money. Right now we have, you know, X credits per month, but if we go over, we have to pay overage fees. So there's various places on the site, and some places, you know, cost money to add, like keyword tracking, keyword research. Whenever you go to some of the tools in here, forget which one it was. Oh yeah, Keyword Analyzer. Keyword Analyzer is going to cost you some credits. Right here it says $2 per keyword, or not $2. Sorry, it's not dollars. 2 credits. You know, and your credits. You know, you get X number of credits for $25 a month. That's what it is right now. I think I'm insane for doing this. I mean, I could end up losing money, but that's okay. If you guys are the founders, and if that's what happens, that's what happens. You know, I expect to sell. I expect the word to get out on this tool within the next 3 or 4 months after we do some webinars. And the next guy that promotes this, the minimum initiation fee is $1,000. Just so you know, this is the only time Founder One will be offered that price. Not with all these tools. Now, there may come a day where I say, okay, you can't have keyword research, you can't have security scanner, you can't have rank tracker, but you can, you know, do some index checking and some monitoring, and you can do some little baby stuff that doesn't cost us any resources or credits, and I'll charge you $50 a month to do that. But I don't think you're going to accelerate your business with just those tools. Zenith, I believe the sales page says this founding offer is going to be available for 4 days. And you know why it says 4 days? Because when Branko put that timer on there, that's what he put. I forgot to tell him that it was 48 hours only. And then I'm serious. I saw that and I was like, whoa, 4 days, wait a minute. And I was like, you know what? That's cool. All right, 4 days. 4 days. I'll send the replay out tomorrow if it records. I don't even know if it's recorded or not. If it did, it did. If it didn't, it didn't. Hey, did anybody have a good time tonight? Yeah. Right on. Thank you. Anybody have a terrible time? Anybody feel like they wasted their time? One guy says, you suck, just kidding. Thanks, man. Brad, your question. If I'm using the scraper, the only time I'm using credits is when I do pulling TF. If you're using the scraper, the only time you're pulling credits is if you view more details, and that gets into trust flow and citation flow. I'll go back over here real quick and show you the domain crawler. You can use the crawler and load your found domains. The data we're getting right here isn't costing us anything because we secretly have a whole bunch of Moz API keys. I didn't say that out loud. Well, we hope that you guys will input your own Moz API key soon. And so if you wanted to, can we export this? Nah.
No, probably is only available for sending to the analyzer.
Yeah, so this right here is the no credits. When you go to load, when you go to the analyzer, oops, we already did this. Click send to analyzer. Here's where it costs you some credits. And no credits for this, right, Branko?
Yes, that's free.
This is free data right here for you, not for us. We still got to pay.
Users.
It's free for users, okay, but we still have to pay money for trust flow, citation flow, all that. But now, if you want to get backlink details in Anchor Cloud, okay, 20 credits right there. Now, if you want to keep your subscription to Majestic for $100 a month, then you could just take the domain over there and look up the same stuff. But you're not going to get SEMrush. I mean, we're pulling data from 3 places, so I don't even know what I'm saying. So this costs you 20 credits to see, anchor text because it costs us. Okay, well, I hope everyone had a good time, and I'm going to close this down now because when I send out a replay and the guy sees that this thing lasted for 2 hours, they're just going to turn it off. So I have got to shut this down. I'll take 1 or 2 more questions, and then I've got to go. Tim, I'm going to say yes to you because you asked specifically that question, but I want you to contact me and let me know what's up. One of the things that you'll notice from time to time, I wanted to bring this up as well, is that you'll see in your notifications. How do I get to my notifications?
Click on your user.
Okay, my pretty little face there. Nothing new. How do I get to my notifications?
Yeah, those are the notifications.
Well, one of the things about notifications, guys, is you're going to see if you log in from a different IP address than the one you logged in from previously, it's going to pop up a notification, and it's sort of to let you know that, hey, is someone else using my account? And it's sort of to let us know, hey, are you sharing your account? Because one thing that we're not going to really allow you to do is, black hat group buy this thing off me. All right, and we just can't allow that. There's just too much going on the back end for me to allow that to happen. I wouldn't think you would allow someone else to come in and use up all your credits or whatever, and it's for abuse as well. So if you notice someone logging into your account from a different IP, maybe you got hacked. If you think you got hacked, let us know, and we'll look into it because I can trace any and all IPs that log into this to your house, to your address. Right, Marko Vasic? Yes, he's still there. He's got to be still there. Yes, he says. Marko can find anybody. Wish I could bring all my guys on. Dun, dun, dun. I think I will. I want y'all to meet somebody. If I can find them on the list. Here we go. Marko, are you there? Marko, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello, guys.
Hey, everybody! Y'all meet Marko. Marko Vasic. He's my right hand man. He's my partner in crime. He does a lot of my. He helps me with a lot of the technical support. It's mainly in most of the responses you'll receive is going to be one of us three: Branko, Marko, or myself. How you doing, Marko? Are you sleepy?
No, not really. Bit excited to see what happens out of it.
Marko, Zetik.
Yeah, I'm here.
There's guys. This is my other phenomenal programmer. We call him the Voice. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Hold on, and Marko is an outstanding coder, and let's see if we can hear Nicola. Nicola. Hey, Cola. Are you there? You go to sleep? He might have fell asleep on his keyboard. He's been working hard all day. Put a lot of pressure on these guys today to get this thing in tip-top shape. I was making a few training videos yesterday, and I was like, what? What happened? A little quirky button. And but there they are. Anybody else have any more questions? And we're going to let you go now. I just wanted you guys to meet some more of my crew, let you know they are real guys. They're staying up late for you guys right now. I actually told them, I said, you guys are going to be on the line with me. I don't care if we go to 5 o'clock in the morning, because if something comes up inside this tool when I'm presenting, I want it fixed before we're done presenting. And you remember that one little error, actually 2 little errors we saw? Already fixed. Pretty badass, huh? Is there training, John says. Yes. And while we were talking, there was the final few were added. You can scroll all the way down and see all the videos, or you can jump to whichever one you want, and you can hear me talk about it. Quick start, overview. Can y'all hear that? Can anybody hear that?
I can hear that, yeah.
Yeah. Earlier, I clicked on a bunch of them, and I clicked close, and they all just kept on playing. All right, well, you'll be able to, it's low volume because it's coming through. Zenith Rose, I did not see your question about researching any URL, but yes, you can research any URL. Any URL you want. Domain Analyzer is where I would start. We're going to do some competition analyzer stuff that's coming in. So got a few more things that we're going to add. I said a few, a lot, really. Okay, guys, it looks like we're closing down. Last call for question. Well, it's been a great webinar for me. I really enjoyed presenting this tool to you guys today. I hope you can feel the excitement in my voice when I'm demonstrating this tool. I get long-winded sometimes, but there's just so much to talk about. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a great time, and hope you did too. And if you have any questions for us, you can go to, where can we go? support@PbnXpress.com. Okay? And don't forget to get Spider Spanker and Hacker Spanker. Really good plugins. They'll save your sites. Promise to God. Good stuff. Okay, guys, sign off. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye all.
Bye.